Hey, it's Tamara. Congratulations to our new licensees and active prospects, now in 32 states and growing. If you haven't yet started the application process, I encourage you to get started now. As mentioned in previous correspondence, to help protect and enhance opportunity for our licensees, only one license agreement will be issued per zip code. We've already experienced incidents of multiple prospects applying for the same zip code in some larger markets. So again, if you're serious about starting your own broker business but haven't yet started the application process, you want to move forward as soon as possible. Joel's leadership team is evaluating applications every day to determine the best possible candidates. Once they receive your questionnaire and application, please allow them time to evaluate your information. They will notify you by email with their determination. If you already completed our online submission but haven't received your questionnaire and application, please check your spam folder or junk mail. Our message will be coming from support@youarethebroker.com. Ensure you whitelist this email so you receive all future correspondence from support@youarethebroker.com. When you receive your license agreement, please initial the bottom of each page, sign and date the back, and return by mail with your enrollment investment. In return, you're going to receive Joel's youarethebroker.com training material. Please start studying as soon as possible. Members of the team will also contact you to literally walk you through the merchant account setup process and associated tasks. We'd like to see you get everything done as quickly as possible so you can more quickly get operational. Also, as an added benefit and convenience, a select group of Joel's regional directors will be available to assist you one-on-one with questions and training. This exclusive opportunity will be done by appointment, so please ensure you first study Joel's training material. Also, Fetch Mozo developers will be working to integrate your account to include your master user interface, contractor portals, contracts apps, and customer apps. Once integrated, Fetch Mozo will manage your entire business: customers, contractors, work orders, accounting, statistics, and much more. Again, congratulations on looking long-term and starting your broker business. Technology is changing the way most industries and businesses do business. Technology is reducing labor and associated overhead expenses while increasing profitability. In learning from Joel and duplicating his broker business model, your business is going to be revolutionary and even more dynamic in the future.
Thank you, Tamara, and let me congratulate all of you who have gone forward and become licensees, and also congratulations to those of you who are in the process. We do look forward to you joining our team, and we look forward to working with you. So let me put things in perspective for you. We've gotten a lot of emails, many of them we can answer, and we welcome the opportunity to answer your emails. But you have to understand there's many questions we can't answer for proprietary reasons, and the reason why is we cannot disclose everything unless you are an active licensee. Why? A, is proprietary information, and B, we are going to protect our licensees. Hence the reason why this entire opportunity is exclusive and is issued by license to individual zip codes, because we want to do everything we possibly can to give our licensees a greater degree of exclusivity to further protect their profit earning potential. So in regards to profit, last year our profit was just pennies above 29%. So I'm going to round down and say 29%. So that means that I have a broker business that has no employees. So I pay no matching FICA, no unemployment insurance, no matching payroll tax, none of that nonsense. I don't have vehicles, so I pay for no vehicle payments, no insurance, no auto, no workers' comp, no G&L, no maintenance, no fuel. I pay none of that. The bulk of my expenditures goes towards compensation of the contractors. And then there's a couple other miscellaneous expenses, as we talked about in previous videos, paying for my staff that answers the phones, and we rotate them, and they're 1099 as well. They work from home, and I'm all for it. I don't care if you are at home on the couch eating bonbons with your shirt off and your feet up, watching Oprah. I don't care, as long as you answer every phone call, you process every work order, and I got great people who do that, and I'm sure you will too. So my point is, I have, again, I'm rounding down to 29%. So my profit last year was 29%. The bulk of my expenditures was to contractors. This is a very stress-free business because I don't have all those other ancillary and high overhead, those high burdensome or high regulation related expenses. I don't have that. As I mentioned before, my job as a broker, which is awesome. I get 29% to literally talk to people, make deals, negotiate good deals, and bring people together to solve someone else's problems. So you could say that I travel to meet, greet, talk, and bring people together and build the core structure and the strategies to help people meet their needs. And it's awesome because, again, I don't have the high overhead expense. So think about this. Let's say you're able to do the same thing I do and you get 29%. All right. So how much is that worth to you? How much is that 29% worth to you? So if you were to give me $1 and I gave you back $1.29, how often are you going to give me $1? You are going to give me $1 day in and day out, as many as you possibly can every single second, because why would you not? This is I say this very loosely when I say it's a passive business, because you do have to work. Again, let me put things in perspective for you. The first 2 years of when I started this broker business, my business model was completely different than it is now. I had to figure it all out. I had to scale it and see what works. So my profit margin those first 2 years was not 29%. It should have been, but it wasn't. The reason why it wasn't is because I didn't have the surcharges or the hassle-free insurance, things like that. So I was cannibalizing my own commission to pay for things like the people answering my phone, to pay for my merchant accounts, to pay for my percentage for processing credit cards over the phone and online. So those things would eat into my profit margin. It wasn't until I revolutionized the business model to create the customer surcharges, to create the hassle-free insurance, and start bringing on regional directors. So that's when my business really started to take off and grow in new directions, and the profit margin was not only more stabilized, it was definitely higher. So when you become a licensee, when you study and learn my youarethebroker.com system, you avoid all that crap. You avoid the first 2 to 3 years of my business where I was tweaking, modifying, experimenting, trying to figure things out. You're done. You miss all that. You are right now, here and now. This is exactly how I make money. This is how last year I made pennies above 29% profit margin. So if I was giving you $1 and you were giving me back $1.29, man, I'm going to give you those dollars every day, all day long, because I'm just going to keep counting those 29 cents. So think about it. If you're already in business, how much is your business making right now? Let's say your business generated 100 grand. If your business generated 100 grand and you are guaranteed hassle-free profit of $29,000, what's the value of that $29,000 to you? How much would you be willing to pay or invest to learn how to make $29,000 for every 100 grand you invest? So let's say I got some numbers here. Let's say you got let's say your business right now, how much is it making? Let's say your business is making 300 grand. Well, if your business is making 300 grand, that means you're taking home, you are profiting 87 grand. Are you making that? Now, what if your business is generating $500,000, $500,000 a year? That means you got $145,000 expense-free money in the bank, your pocket, which is 29%. What is the value on that $145,000? How much would you be willing to pay? And I'm going to be honest with you. Whatever business you're in right now, if you can't generate a business, you should be able to go out and collect cans and run a can business and be able to make 100 grand a year. If you call yourself an entrepreneur and you can't build a business that has $300,000 a year, go get a job, because you shouldn't be a business owner. And Joel, you're being mean. No, I'm being realistic. If you can't build a $500,000 business, there's so much business opportunity out there. There's so many ways to make money that if you can't build a business that brings in $500,000 a year, you need to overhaul that business model and you need to move in a different trajectory. How about $1 million? If your business brings in $1 million, not hard. If your business generates $1 million, that means you have $290,000 cleared, paid all your contractors, paid everything. What is the value of that $290,000 to you? How much would you be willing to pay to learn how to make $290,000? How about 1.5 million? If your business generates 1.5 million, that means you're going to clear $435,000. All the contractors will be paid for. You're not going to be paying for vehicles, expenses, all these other expenditures. What is the value on that $435,000? How much would you be willing to invest to learn how to make $435,000 cash free in the bank? And remember, we are looking for experienced entrepreneurs who could scale their business, scale their broker business in conjunction with their current business. So if you're already making $435,000 in your current business, awesome. Because guess what? I'm gonna show you how to double it and do it quickly. Because this broker business is not hard to start up and get operational. How about 2 million? If your business is generating $2 million, first of all, if your business is generating $2 million, you should have no problem whatsoever. You should have all the time, feasibility, and resources to go off and blow up multiple businesses. You're going to be making you're going to clear $580,000. What's the value of $580,000? So if your business generates $1 million, 1.5, 2 million, $3 million, and you're complaining about investing in a new business, you have problems I can't help you with. So again, I ask you this. What is the value of learning how to build a business where all you do is go out, meet, greet, negotiate, strategize, create solutions to solve other people's problems, bringing people together? It's a great opportunity. So again, this is why we need the experienced and skilled entrepreneurs who can recognize opportunity, are not afraid to approach people, approach businesses, to offer services, to cultivate a strong contractor base to meet the need. We need people who are good leaders and effective communicators who could bring people together. So how many times would you give me $1 if you knew I was always going to give you $1.29 back? So again, the opportunity is there. This has been a phenomenal opportunity for me, and it's going to continue to be, because even though I'm into my 6th year now, we're starting our 6th year of business, I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't look at it like that. I really look at it like I'm heading into my 3rd or 4th year, because again, especially the first 2 and into that 3rd year, we were still modifying and tweaking, but then we really started to take off. So I really look at this as my 3rd, going in my 4th year of business, because there was so much learning, there was such a learning curve, learning growth those first few years. You get to avoid all of that. You skip all of that. You are going to the head of the line. You're going to learn right now specifically how I'm doing it. You're going to get my training material. You're going to get my marketing material. You're going to get my policies and procedures that guide every step of the way for all my contractors. So again, congratulations to all of you licensees, and congratulations to all of you who are in the process of becoming a licensee. If you haven't yet, like Tamara said, hurry up and enroll now. We look forward to seeing you at the top.